Okay, everybody. Today we are going to learn how to change the FM-203 Hakko dual port soldering iron station from 120 volts to 240 volts. This is a pretty simple process, but you need to buy something. Nobody likes to buy shit. So, right here, I have the beautiful thing that I bought. What is it? It is the B2863 240 volt transformer for the FM-203. This should be in the service, or not the service manual, but the user manual itself. So this is the transformer that is inside of the unit. This is a special order item, and it took quite a few weeks to actually ship. And then when it got here, I was quite happy. So let's go ahead, open her up, see what we've got. I haven't opened this up yet to try to install it, so this will be a discovery for you as well as for me. See if it got damaged in its transportation 2 times around the world. A little bent up here and here. Super complicated. Look at that. One plug and your mains in. So I guess we're gonna see what kind of termination it has inside. I need to pause this video, go out to my deposito to grab everything that I need. So, step 1. Get yourself the transformer that you need. Step 2. Get your Hakko. Has 4 screws in each side, to a total of 8. Got the key so I don't break it. And it looks like one of them, on mine, this screw, has a lock washer on it, which is probably used for grounding, if I had to make a guess, because that cuts through the paint generally. Oh, you are in there. Holy cow. Open. I'm gonna get a better screwdriver for this. That's what I get for not planning. Okay. For on this side, all the same length. No need to organize them at this point. And there we go. That's a better image. Those are in there pretty good. These are machine screws. They are not normal plastic type of screws, which is nice. So they're pre-threaded. It looks like we got 4 more screws holding the transformer down, from which I can see on the bottom of the unit. So, lock washer doesn't look like it cut through the paint. Not sure what the reason of that is. Aha! Oh, well, this is funny. They're soldered to the lugs, and this is my soldering iron. Pause. A wild soldering iron appears. Oh, you don't have any gas. Okay, let's try this anyways. So, you have 2 cables coming out of your transformer. In this case, I have a black one and a white one. We're gonna go ahead and cut this. Okay. cable tie off. And then at this little cable tie off down here. So that we have our wires separated. So this white wire from the main neutral line of the plug is going to the transformer, and then the hot wire is going up to the switch that's going through the fuses of the plug to the switch just in the transformer. So it's got one bolt going through it, which is going to go here. We'll see if that is cleaned off or not for the lacquer, so that the transformer is grounded as well. I believe it will be. Right here you can see that it says is the 120 volt transformer, and here you can see the 240 volt. Okay, that's taken care of. So I'm going to unplug the transformer here first. We are going to desolder these lines. If this has the juice in it. Okay, plan B. Ooh. When in doubt. This is the crew desoldering, I think, of everything. Okay. Lower the melting temperature of that solder, will you? Oh, they wrapped it around. Good for them. That is super hot. One. You know what? One. And the white one, we're just going to go ahead and go clippity clip. Two. So let's disconnect the grounding lug from the chassis. So the order said I have this screw on top of the grounding cable with the lug on the bottom between it and the paint. Now let's go ahead and unscrew the 4 screws holding the transformer. They each have a plastic separator. Yep. I said each, but I only see that plastic separator on 2 of them. Interesting. So it seems that there was a plastic separator on mine anyways, for the 2 that are closer to the motherboard. I mean board. Bring the transformer on up this side carefully. Transformer. Alrighty. Transfer over all the parts, which is that. Not a whole lot of parts. Huh. Cool. I feel that is not done 100% correctly. Maybe the screw is touching on the inside, but it's not really marked up here to take that lacquer coating away, and I feel that it should be. What did he modify it so it's right? Yeah, might as well. Acetone. Acetone melts lacquer, right? Yep, it does. Acetone is good stuff. Actually, this lacquer coating is extremely thin. Might have been just fine. Oh, talk about not having the right tools. Ideally, at this point, you'd rotate this side. I guess I'm showing that you can do this with the tools that you get. If you have 2 soldering irons, it's even better. That's so dumb. Okay. We're going to slide this transformer under these white wires again. Peel this off. Align those holes. If it ever comes to a case or something that has metal alignment or need of alignment, has more than 2 holes or 3 holes, even if it has 3 holes, don't tighten down your screws all the way until you have the last one in. It goes for like all the side case on this as well. Put them all in loosely, and then once everything is actually in and started to a good degree, then I would recommend to align the case finally exactly how you want it, and then go ahead, tighten them down. Transform in there straight. Yup. Tighten this down. Tighten this down. Probably gonna bend the metal on the transformer because it was beat up going across the world twice. Once from China to the USA. Once from the USA down to here in Paraguay. Okay, that transformer, not going anywhere. So, plug this little guy back in the right way. Has a little clip on it. That clip goes on this white part that's sticking up. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really matter because this transformer is AC. Means this is AC, meaning that it's positive, negative. Yeah, okay. I think most of us know what that means. So, got 2 lines. Now, this is European. Brown is hot. This is surprisingly working. Okay. I like that, but I hate it. Bring this down here. Come here. We're going to add some more flux here. The cable is technically sitting down, the best kind of... show you this terrible job I'm doing. And a lot more solder on it. This is going to pop up the second that it's at temperature. There we go. Big ol' amount of solder. There we go. You might be seeing all the little drips of solder that are falling to the bottom of the case. And yes, you are seeing correct. I am going to clean those up before putting this back together. Like this one right here. Oh yeah, like you can see that. So, did I mention that this is voiding your warranty? Okay. You do your thing, hot air. Gotta love the quick. That is solidly connected. Try to zip tie here. Let's go ahead and put this down. Not like that. It goes there. The washer on the bottom of it. A large old screwdriver. Stick it there. Into the hole. Ooh, I touched that with the hot air. No copper showing. Good. That should be it. 240 volts going in, out going there. What else can be done besides yellowing it and plugging it in, right? So, no longer are you 110 volts. Oh man. 220. You can turn off. Oh, the moment of truth for the soldering iron station. Plug you in. No mobs, nothing like that. You be the first with me to see. Hey! Beautiful. Yeah, I know. Now the genius in me would say, oh, just go ahead and solder those now with the soldering iron. That's not a genius, that's an idiot. See. Do you not like this tip? Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Beautiful. So for any of these of you that are curious, this transformer is outputting an AC, because that's what we're using here. Flip, flip. 24.93 volts, so 25 volts. And that is with our at the moment voltage of, can you see that? You can see that good. 235-ish volts. Our voltage here varies a lot, which sucks, which is why I kind of went with a 240 volt instead of the 230 or 220 volt transformer, just because I know that the voltage here is not necessarily what it needs to be. So, turn you off. Unplug you. Unplug you. Complete. I say complete. I mean complete. Nice and clean. Directional? Nope. Not directional, but I believe I remember that the screw had the, let's see, holes line up. Directional or not. Holes line up. So, I believe I remember the screw that had that lock washer on it was in the back. So, this is where I mentioned starting on before finishing, so that you can still move the case around a little bit. So, this back section may get bent in on the top, which makes it so the hole is not going to want to align correctly. Some solutions to that I like the easiest is stick something in the slots near the top, and then kind of just like pull down on it like that. Then the screw goes in beautifully. Washer was right here. It's gonna go back in right there. Can I line those little notches up? Okay. Guess not. Oh, I finally don't have to use a huge transformer that I've had at my desk because it's the only transformer I have. 3,000 watt transformer is not very efficient to have plugged in all the time. This guy is fair enough load. So, push it forward. Align it exactly how you want it to be. Tighten the screw. Same on the other side. Okay, back. Nice. I like it. Try not to shock my serial number here. Get you on there nice and good. You're the one that has the ring. Now, the only other thing to do to this unit is grab my nice permanent marker, wipe that 120 volts out, and write 240 on it. Look at that, that's how you change it. 240 volts. It's on 50 hertz here, not 60 hertz. Nothing you can do about that. So, screenshot. Okay. Y'all have yourself a wonderful day, night, week. And one last thing, guys, before I go. I need to call up Hakko still and verify this, but this unit does have a fuse in it, and generally speaking there's a different fuse rating for 120 volt versus 240 volts. Right now it has a 3 amp fuse in it. Looks like a slow blow. Wire wound around it, whatnot. Let's see, does this actually have a... should say, I bet it says right here. No, 3 amp fuse, doesn't say. Fuji, 250 volt, 3 amp. UXM fuse. I don't know off the top of my head what UXM is, but I am going to guess that it is some sort of a slow blow fuse to guard against current inrush, especially when that transformer is starting to do its thing. So it doesn't instantly pop. So I will post a description and I will post some sort of a link or an update for the fuse in the description of this video to let you know the correct fuse to use for 240 volts, because that is important.